stepdad was the last person driving her car, so he's like 6 foot tall. I think he might even be more than 6 feet tall. He's quite tall anyway, so I had to switch the mirrors around. Then I put up the garage door with the opener. It went boop, 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 did what it did. And then I had to carefully back out, which is always a little tricky. It's really tough to explain, but everything in the garage it just fits. It's like a puzzle. It just fits in there, and one wrong move and everything can go wrong. So then, yeah, I finally got on the road and I drove, but actually the air conditioner was turned on and it was minus 25 this morning, so I was driving and I was like, it's getting chilly in here, so I had to turn the air conditioner off, and then I turned the heat up real high, because it was like, my ears were starting to get cold. Anyway, so then I drove, and traffic this morning was okay, not bad for it being like 6:30. I left the house, I wake up at 6, like when I have to work quite early. I give myself about 25 minutes to get ready, and then about 25 minutes to drive to work, and then the 5 minutes to walk in, that kind of thing. So the highway was fine, traffic was fine. The elements this morning, no elements of surprise, no weather elements. And then what did I do? Oh, okay, so then I pulled up to the little ticket thing, pushed the button, got my ticket, drove down into the parking garage. I drove down into the parking garage and parked the car. And then I checked the time, and I looked at the time, and I was like, I don't have time to sit in the car and dread the events of the day ahead. So I didn't. I went inside, I went up the escalator, and then I found my coworker waiting outside of the store for me. So then we had some pleasantries exchanged, a little ha. Actually, she was sitting on this couch, and I told her there's probably bed bugs on the couch, and she was all like, no, I think this is a new couch. And I was like, I don't know if you know how bed bugs work. Anyways, then we went inside, and work commenced. I was working on a project. So if you've ever worked in retail, markdowns, I was doing markdowns. So basically what that is other stores, I think, probably do it in various different ways, but it's basically like the merchandise that is no longer making a lot of money. You like take it off the floor and you put it in the sale. In the sale section, basically, like it's the stuff that there's either one left of it or it's Christmassy and it's no longer Christmas, that kind of thing. So I was doing some markdowns, and that was fine. It took up about 3 hours this morning. showing up for their shift. They were like showing up for their shift, and then I told them, I was like, if you would have been in here 30 seconds sooner, you would have literally just seen me making the worst face. So yeah, that was lunch. Played on my phone a little bit more, talked to my coworker about that, and then we had the conversation about whether Starbucks was going to be busy or not, because this was about 12:30. No, it was like 11. It was between 11:30 and 12. I remember because I was like, yeah, it's probably like around lunchtime, so it's hard to say. And then, yeah, they ended up not getting Starbucks, but I think she got it later. But she didn't get it before she started work, even though I was like, you have 8 minutes before your shift starts. Then I honestly just sat in silence for the remainder of lunch because I was just exhausted from the morning, because there was an incident that I'm not going to share, but there was an incident. Anyways, after lunch, I just went out and I sold my little heart out. I sold things to all these people, and it was a good time. I don't actually really remember. It was kind of like a blur because there was just like people everywhere. At one point, this little kid was like running around the store and tripped over one of the mannequins, and then the mannequin almost fell on him. And I was panicky. I was like, oh no, like, oh, like, who is gonna get sued? Like, are you gonna break the mannequin, or is the mannequin gonna break you? And then there was a baby that waved at me and was like, so I waved back. I saw this woman. She was wearing like a one strap, like a one shoulder backpack, but she had the like pouch. She had like the pouch on the front and then the dog in it. And I've been seeing her like a few times this past week, so I don't really know what she's about, but I would really like to ask. And then there was an altercation with a shoplifter, and I was like, I don't want to be involved because, like, it was a really tall man and he was a little aggressive. Anyways, I was just kind of like a bystander witnessing the situation, but it did happen very close to me. But that's neither here nor there. And then I went on my last break, but they sent me late. How rude. I went on my last break, and then what did I do? What did I do on my break? I think I just drank some water, because I've been drinking a lot of caffeine instead of drinking water, because I'll have my one coffee at home, and then I'll have my Starbucks coffee. I forgot to say I also reloaded my Starbucks app on my credit card. I don't know why I did it, but I did it. It's so easy to do. Anyways, I drank some water because I was like, we need to get a little more hydrated here, honey. So I think I did that, and I might have answered some texts, did some gossiping, regular break room things. And then for the last this one aisle for a while and text back and forth with my sister because they didn't have the shampoo and conditioner that they wanted. So we had to decide together as a couple which one I should buy. Anyways, did I see anything interesting at Walmart? I almost bought some men's underwear because I think they're comfortable. It has to do with like this period panty. Anyway, I didn't because I panicked, so I didn't do that, but I stood in that aisle for a while too. I'm sorry if you can hear the clock dinging in the background. I just realized it was going off. Normally I don't hear it, so I'm sorry about that. Anyway, so then I went and I self-checked out, and that was super easy. Every single thing I had a tag on it, so that was really nice. I prefer to self-checkout because I know how to use a cash register, so it's actually just much faster for me to just do it. Sometimes when you self-checkout for groceries, though, it's always a hassle, but usually when it's just like boxes of stuff that have codes on them, like SKUs, no biggie. So then I left Walmart after I paid for my items, and traffic was a bit bad because it was like 4:30 now when I was leaving. So traffic was getting a little bit bad because everyone was going home, but I did my very best. And oh, I also forgot to mention that there was this lady walking really closely behind me while I was leaving and in the parking lot, and she was wearing heels, so she was right behind me, and it's a really big parking lot, so she could have easily just like walked around me. It's not like I was like really in her way, but she was making me feel like I was, and that was really stressing me out. I was like, oh my god, lady, like, anyways, that was really stressful. And then so I drove home, and I bought a little snack when I was at Walmart, so I ate the snack while I was driving. I'm embarrassed. Anyways, then I got home and I pulled back into the garage, and it was a little scary because I'm not used to pulling into where my mom parks because it's very squishy, and where I park is less squishy because like I wouldn't trust me either, so I had to do that. And then I came inside and I said hello to my stepdad, and then I came downstairs and I found my mom laying on the couch in the dark in the basement on her phone, and I was really like, okay, we're going through it today, but apparently she was just sick and tired of listening to the news. Like she couldn't take it anymore, so she was running away from the TV. Anyways, then I came in to my room and sorted out my shopping, and I got changed out of my work clothes because I feel like definitely since the panorama, I like to come home and change. I don't know, I just like my public clothes dirty. So I did that, and then I checked my emails, answered some comments, edited some thumbnails, uploaded some stuff that I've needed to upload for like a day or two that I just haven't gotten around to. So I did some work. Then I went back out and I talked to my mom and made sure she wasn't lying to me, that it was really just the news that was bothering her. And then we went upstairs and made some supper. We just had scrambled eggs and toast. I don't know, she really must have been going through it because she just didn't want to do anything, and I was like, toast is good. So we had some of the toast, so we ate together. Then we cleaned up, and then just kind of sat around in the living room for a while. I ASMR, go to sleep because I'm exhausted. It's like this day is never gonna end. I've been awake for like 14 hours. Yeah, so that was my day. Today was busier than usual. I don't always work 8 hours, but I didn't have school this week,